Hey everyone, so today I have a look, as you can see, I have on this eye, using the Revealed 2 palette from Coastal Scents, and here's what the colors look like. My subscriber Janice had asked me to do a look, so I will show you step by step how I got this look, but I will show you like without lashes, without lining the underneath, like that kind of thing. I used 4 shadows. I used this one, which is like a rose gold. It's really pretty. I have that on my lid. And then in my crease, I have this color right here, which is a very light color. And then I also used this one in my crease. A little chalky. And then in the outer corner, I have this color. So as you can see, it's kind of a smoky berry type of eye. And I am only using, to get this look, I'm using 3 brushes. This one is the e.l.f. $1 brush. This I got at, this is Revival, really? Renewal? Renewal. I got this at Rite Aid a long time ago. And then I am using, this is what I grabbed, a Sigma E25. It's like a dupe for the MAC 217, which I still recommend very highly. This is just what I happen to grab. So, as most of you know, and welcome to my new subscribers, I have a hooded eye, which means my hood starts from here and goes all the way over here. As you can see, look at the difference in my eyes. Now, some people have a half a hood, which means they don't have the hood here, and this is all up, and then it's hooded over here. So the thing with a hooded eye is, your goal is to have the hood recede. So, as you can see, I have to bring my colors up just slightly higher so that the hood doesn't look as hooded. And as you can see with the false lashes, it really hides my hood that you really wouldn't know unless you were a makeup artist, you know, where you knew about hooded eyes or different shaped eyes. It really helps to hide it. But this is, you know, I figured let me go full on. But you will see, as I will show you step by step, how you could just stop there and throw mascara on or whatever you want to do. So, 4 colors. And for anybody that's new, I use tape. This tape, I think, is like the Walgreens brand. And the reason that I use this, there's 2 of them. One is to catch some of the fallout. They do have the guards, but I'm not paying $10. Sorry. And normally when I do my makeup, I do my foundation. I don't do my concealer. From foundation, I go right to my eyes. So then, if anything is fallen, I can either take moisturizer on a tissue, a makeup wipe, and clean it up. But for filming purposes, the concealer is already done. And I use it as a guide because it helps to, let me get my little mirror, it helps to just keep things going onward and upward, which as you get older, things like to droop. And the tape isn't that sticky, so when I'm taking it off, it's not like it's hurting the skin around my eyes. As you can see, it's barely stuck on there. It just kind of, I use it as a guide so that I don't, sometimes I will tend to go downward. So if you're new to makeup, you can try this. I would not use the tape that you use to wrap a gift. To me, I think that's way too sticky. This, when I did nursing, this was like my favorite kind of tape. So, I already have my lid primed. So, any primer will do. I used Painterly in the crease. And on my lid and brow bone, I used Milk. And what I did was, as you all know, I usually go in with a matte type color, and I didn't go on my lid with it because I wanted the shimmery shadow to pop, but I went from above that so that when I'm blending, it makes it easier to blend. I always put a matte, creamy, bone, white, whatever color, so that I don't have that much difficulty blending. So now I grab the shimmery color and my mirror, and I am just tapping it on. This is such a pretty color. And if you don't have this palette, honestly, I would highly suggest it. I got mine when it was on sale. I do think it is even worth the $20 though. The colors apply very nicely to the eye. And this is a shimmer, and this shimmer I don't feel like accentuates the crunchiness in my lid. And what I mean by crunchiness, it stands for like wrinkles. I call them crunchy. If you're new to my channel, if you're not, you already know. I talk about crunchy eyelids. I make up my own words. So I am packing that on my lid, and as you can see, I'm patting. I want the least bit fallout possible. There is fallout with these. Most shadows will have fallout. I mean, unless, you know, there maybe are super higher end brands that I don't use that don't. But so I got the color here. So now, as you can see, my lid covers that. So what we need to do is start to erase the hood. So now I'm going in with this color, getting some on my brush, and then this will also, I'm going into my real crease, and like I always tell you, where you put the brush first is where most of the color deposits. So I am going in my real crease, but I have to go upward because of my hood. Now, I don't take it all the way over here, because for me, I have small eyes that would really close them. I do take it over, but this is just like a transition color, is to get color on here to help blend the color that is on my lid. And I also tight lined. Up here is the Maui, the bottom is my Rimmel. But if you like to tight line your whole eye with black or brown, be my guest. It just makes my eyes look smaller. So I have hooded eyes, and I also have small eyes. So just going back in there again with a little bit of color. So I am, and what I usually do, I always wipe my brushes off, because I'd rather work with less product and add more than work with more product and have to really keep blending. So the goal here is to just blend and blend and blend. But you see, I wipe my brush off and I'm still getting color on it. So now it just makes it, to me, easier, especially if you're new at putting shadows and stuff on. Now, if you lose some of your lid color, you could easily go back. But now, you could just stop here if you want to. Throw mascara on, and that's it. But we're not just stopping here. So now, we're going to go in with this dark color. So now I'm going to get a little bit of this on my brush. Just remember, less is more when you're starting. I tap it off. Again, going into my real crease. Now, with the hooded eye, so now you can see I got the color on, but look at how harsh that looks. The key to it, any eyeshadow look, is just really blending it. I mean, there are times I blended it so much, I blended it and I had to reapply it. But I would rather do that than have like these harsh lines. So now you're going back in and you're going to just keep blending. I wanted to make this as easy. This is like pretty much the look I had on the other day I think it was in my Coastal Scents video, and Janice had asked me, you know, if I would do a look, and I love doing makeup. I mean, I'm not a makeup artist. I have done makeup for weddings, proms, but even when I went to hairdressing school, they really didn't have a course on makeup. Not hair. Not really at all. So now I'm going to keep blending this, but with a hood, you have to start putting your eye in a normal shape to see if I'm seeing it. And right now, when I look straight ahead, I'm really not, so I have to now start really working this upward so that it will start to peek out. You know, if you don't have hooded eyes, you don't have to, you know, worry about this as much, but being that I have a hood, see, now I'm just starting to see the color. Now, if you feel like this is too dark for you, you don't have to use this. I'm wiping the brush off again. And you'll see I keep, you know, when I do circular motions, I just keep, so now I can start to see how this is starting to shape up. So now I'm starting to see the color. Of course, when I, you know, bring my eyebrows up, you can see it. But when I don't, you can't. So that's why, like, because we're not always like this. That's why you have to really watch where you're placing your shadows. If you have a hood. If you have a normal shaped eye, you don't have to go through this much effort. Maybe just with blending. But you don't have to worry so much where you're placing your shadows because you don't have a hood. You know, it's just a learning curve when you know, you have a hooded eye. I mean, you don't have to do this either. You know, if the hoods don't bother you, you don't have to do this at all. So, I'm really starting to like how this is looking. Also, for the older ladies, if you notice how it starts to, like, get jagged over here, then just try small circular motions. Yeah, like my daughter has big eyes that aren't really hooded yet. So doing makeup on her, I don't have to worry so much. She does have a deep set eye though. So, you know, the placement of the shadow would be a little different than for me. But she's just learning all about hooded eyes. So now, you make sure that you like the way this looks. And I've gotten it to the point where I feel like I can see it. Now, as you can see, the tape is like, so it's really only there, and you'll see the fallout that I do catch. But some people like the sharp line. If I feel like it's too sharp, I'll go and blend it out when I'm finished. Or take concealer and clean it up. Okay, so I have that blended in very well. Now I'm going to take my little Revival. Is it Renewal? Why do I keep saying Revival? I'll go into here. And then, right here on the outer corner, I go right up into the crease, my real crease. And I'm kind of like almost tapping this, because I really do love the color that's on my lid, and I don't want to take that away. And I blend. The key to any eye look is the blending. I mean, even if I'm throwing in, and I do this a lot too, when I'm running out, if I throw bronzer, I don't care. It's just, to me, it has to be blended. So now I feel like I lost a little bit of the color that was on my lid. Just go back. I will say though, these colors play very nice together. I think this color is just so pretty. So now, you know, you could stop here. Let me get it from here. Now, I feel like that's a little harsh. Just take my brush, wipe it off. you know, but the thing that I really like is how, honestly, it brings everything upward. That's what I like. I mean, I've done things where I've done this, but it's just easier with the tape for me. So now what I'm going to do is go underneath the eye. Now you could leave it like this and just put mascara on, but I'm going to go underneath with this color here. There's no colors here, so hopefully you got the colors that I used, and I'm just going to like almost connect where the darkest color is. Now you don't have to do this, and a lot of the times, to be really honest, I don't put nothing under my eyes, and I only go halfway in, because for me that will close my eye off and make it look even smaller. So I just make sure it's blended. But you could stop without, putting anything here. It's entirely up to you. So now I'm going to put on a little mascara so you can see the look without lashes, and I don't know where I have like 3 lash curlers, and I don't know where my favorite one is. So if you wanted to line your upper lid, you could do that. When I put lashes on, I do one quick coat, nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. I feel like if you're going to do, now if you're not doing lashes, by all means put on as many coats as you'd like. But this is also how I get to practice with the lashes, because, I mean, I'm getting used to putting them on, but I'm certainly not a pro. Oh, I can remember when I first started doing that. Oh my God, crackhead. Truly. And then I just get so frustrated because glue would be everywhere. I just give up and say, you know what, I can't do it. And then I kept watching videos and if I can remember, I will link, I have a false lash video, and I will link Barbie. Her channel is I'm a Funny Forkin' Bitch. She did a very in-depth tutorial on lashes as well. So if I can remember, I will link hers below. I am using the Kiss number 11s, which look like this. They're actually kind of short. I think they have more volume than length, to be honest. But there's the look if you didn't want to go any further. That's just one coat of mascara. I don't put mascara on my lower lashes. For me, it creates shadow. My lower lashes are longer than my upper lashes. Imagine that. So now I'm just going to put some glue on this lash, and I mean, you don't have to do lashes. That's just my way of getting to practice. And so while we're waiting for this to dry, I just want to show the eye again. It's very soft, it's subtle. Now when you go to put lashes on, if you choose to do that, you're going to have to go back in to make sure that you can see some of the shadow. Like, once you put lashes on, you'll see, like, oh, I need to go back in and do this, make this a little smokier or whatever. So, Janice, I hope you like it. I think it is so pretty. I love the colors in this palette. I mean, you could use a lot more, you could use less. It's entirely up to you. I think it's a really great palette for the money. And, I'm happy. I mean, I don't have colors like this. I think the closest thing I have is the Unzipped from Lorac. I mean, and that's not that many colors. But that's the closest I have to these colors. But yeah, the next time it's on sale, I mean, I've seen it as low as $9.95. So, Just waiting for these to... And don't be intimidated like I was and, you know, not try them. It takes a lot of practice. It's not something I know for myself. I wore half lashes for a very long time before I tried full lashes. And the thing was, I had the wrong lashes. I had these really long, crazy looking ones. It just looked, and then if I did get it on, it looked crazy on my eye. So, let's see. So now you're going to look down in the mirror. And you're going to, I always start with the middle, making sure it's in there, and then, you know, I do the ends. And, I mean, it might be easier to put it on somebody else than yourself. I don't think I've ever tried putting false lashes on anybody else, to be honest. And then it's a matter of playing. Obviously, this is really wet. But it will dry. So then it's up to you. If you want to line the band, that's entirely up to you as well. I usually do it without it. You know, I don't feel like I have to. And then it's just a matter of playing, pushing, you know, making sure that it's with your real lash. But I'll show you this side because this side is still drying. But that's the look. It's not a difficult look. I used 3 brushes. I think it came out really nice. I would certainly wear this out. And there's countless other looks with this. And that's what I like. You know, I don't have to spend $50 to play. And like I said, I've gone into my other palettes that I do have and created looks, you know. So makeup is fun. And it's not supposed to be difficult. So, Janice, I hope you enjoyed this look. I had fun creating it. I will be doing the purple shadow look that I'm still unsure. I mean, it's nice for a pop of color, but once again, Janice, that one is for you. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.